Thanksgiving, a time for family, but when all those people get together, man, personalities are bound to clash. It happens all the time. All new next, keeping the peace around the dinner table. So Dr. Karen Ruskin, there she is. Good morning. She's in our open door green room, and she's going to help us manage all that stress and drama. We're going to do that in just a few minutes.
What kind of a Thanksgiving dinner is this? Where's the turkey, Chuck? Don't you know anything about Thanksgiving dinners? Where's the mashed potatoes? Where's the cranberry sauce? Where's the pumpkin pie?
Mint patty. Oh, man. Getting all the fixing for Thanksgiving beforehand is, I mean, that's stressful enough, right?
Yep.
Adding all that family time, and then the stress levels just go through the roof.
Some of us who don't normally cook are going to be quite frazzled going in.
Yes.
So, you know, be sensitive with your words. No one wants to feel too stressed out on the holidays. We're supposed to enjoy ourselves. So we're learning how to manage that and keep the peace at the dinner table so we can live to enjoy holidays with the family again. We've got Dr. Karen Ruskin joining us with kind of a guide to getting through and you know, keeping things pleasant and fun. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so glad we're talking about this because this is so stressful for so many people. All right. Number one.
Yes.
Somebody else's bad behavior does not warrant yours, right?
Okay.
So it's really important to be mindful of emotional management. It's not about suppression.
Okay.
Yes, it is expression, but not in a way in which you're attacking someone else.
Okay.
So, if you recognize that someone else's behavior makes sense in their context, even if you don't know what it is, then you could be compassionate. And if that doesn't work because you can't bring your best compassionate self to the table, take a time out. Timeouts are not just for kids.
You know, this sounds good right now. I mean, Olivia and I have not had a glass of wine. But at the dinner table, maybe we have.
Right.
So how do you...
a little loud,
a little loud.
A little edgy maybe.
So everything seems maybe a little bit more magnified. And how do you continue to do what you just said?
Okay, so before you go in, it's like any game plan, any game play. You think in your head, what's my action? Is my game play to have conflict or conflict avoidance?
Okay.
So if someone else has a conflict, how are you going to handle it? Are you going to literally, I know this sounds dorky, but are you going to take a deep, slow breath in, hold 1, 2, and out more than that of which you've breathed?
Oh boy.
Because it literally slows down the heart rate. The heart rate goes really fast when you're feeling stressed, whether you've had alcohol or not.
Yeah, you can remember that.
Yes, and the brain starts to have a lack of oxygen, so you give yourself that breath.
We're talking about Thanksgiving dinner, sadly.
Thanksgiving dinner, I know. And positive thought, meaning think of something positive, because what happens is people's relationship dynamics tend to bring up old issues.
Oh, yes.
So people become resentful and reactive based on things from the past. But remember, everybody has something going on here, and you do not have to react like a puppet to them pulling your puppet strings.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes people feel like, especially when these are familiar dynamics, maybe they feel like, gosh, you know, I don't want to be a doormat. This person always treats me this way, or they're always critical when they come in, or whatever.
Sometimes you don't want to take it.
It's hard to, you know, do that for an extended period of time, but if you do so, you'll probably come out feeling better.
Right.
You absolutely will. And you know, people do hold baggage, and so you tend to, when you get together as a family, you then respond based on that baggage that you've brought with you. And if you can tell yourself, as hard as this is, you can actively tell yourself, I'm leaving the baggage at the door. If someone else brings their baggage, just because they fling it at me doesn't mean that I have to unpack it and start examining it.
It's their issue.
Relishing in the positive. Exactly. It's totally their issue. And whatever your stuff is, process it before you get there. Don't bring it to the table.
Last question, real quickly,
because we
don't have a lot of time left. Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why is this always the setting for drama?
Yeah, because
it's Thanksgiving.
Yes. Especially because it's Thanksgiving, time to give thanks, you know, relish in. When families get together, you harbor dynamics from that of which was long ago as well as recent. And you have a beaker that gets piled up through the years of all the different things that you're feeling and thinking. And because the beaker never really gets released because the problems never have been solved, you walk into Thanksgiving with your beaker full, bubble is over, and someone says something, and it's like lighting a match, and you're like, pow, pow, pow. That's
you
why.
only got here 5 minutes ago, yet you've already lost it.
It's everybody's time.
That's why. And so if you decide, I am choosing to allow my beaker not to come with.
Okay.
That's
just going to leave it at home altogether.
Leave it at home.
I like it.
Leave it at home.
I like it.
Yeah.
Dr. Karen Ruskin, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll check back in with you after Thanksgiving. We'll see if we made it through.
Hope you're available.
Yeah, I am, because after Thanksgiving,
it's going to intensify.
It does. More and more people come for counseling between that time period because then they're worried about the next holiday, the New Year, Christmas, etc.
We could talk about this for hours.
Many more talks to come.
Doctor, thank you. We'll be right back. So good.